Hello friends, and welcome back to Let's Play Elements. I'm your host, MagicManMo. Full disclosure, this is a sponsored video. Information about that, as well as the links where you can find this game, are in the description down below. This is a game based out of your browser. It's a variation on those sort of real estate, buy low, sell high type games, except instead of real estate, it's elements, and you're buying off of sort of periodic table. Last time I mentioned that we played on random. I think random is literally a random assortment of things happening. I don't think I've ever clicked on the question mark. The question mark actually gives you a random number, but actually tells you what that number is so that you can continue to play that if you want to try to beat it. So we're going to play on 859. So if you watch this and you want to try to beat my score on 859, then you may try to do that. We're not going to play on fast this time, because now we're going to play on normal, but we're going to play advanced, so I can try to explain some of the advanced rules on normal speed, and we'll try to pick up the speed a little bit next time. But for now, we're going to play advanced and normal. We showed you the rules for the core game. Advanced has just a couple of extra additional rules, and basically that is that you can sell things, if you sell 3 things at the same price, so long as they're positive. If they're in the green, then you get a bonus. Also, you can double click to, instead of selling something off, you can freeze it at its current price. And if you freeze it a couple of times, I think it's 3 times, maybe it's not, I forget now how many times it is, but if you freeze it a couple times at 1 million, then it turns into 5 million, and you can get a lot of points for it that way. Do we have any more 0-ups? If not, I'm going to focus more on this. Okay, there's a couple of 0-ups. We're going to focus on the ones that I have now, because that's 1 million, that's 1 million. So now instead of just selling it, I'm double-clicking it to freeze it at 1 million, so that it's worth 1 million again on the next tick, which is worth a lot of money. And since there's 3 of them, oh, get that one before it ticks over. That's almost up. That's up. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. I've got a lot of them at 1 million now. Ooh, there's a lot. Whew, barely got that. See, now it's worth 5 million. Oops. Oh no, I want to sell. Just keep. My brain panicked for a second there, and I didn't do it all correctly. Alright, so we need to sell this stuff that's going down, basically. But like you'll notice, after I did that, the ones that were 5 million, once you sell them, now they're out from the game. So that's one of the ways you can end the game, is if you actually manage to pull off taking everything, all the elements off the board. You win the game that way as well, as opposed to just high scores. You can also try to actually eliminate the board. I've never pulled that off. From what I can tell, that is extremely difficult, because a lot of times everything's, in the negative, so you have to really be on it to be able to do that, to pull that off. Alright. And we screwed up a little bit earlier, but as you can tell, our score is already significantly higher than what it was when we were playing just the core game, because with these additional rules, our ability to score much higher is much greater. Which should make sense. There's additional rules that give you more points. The advanced game, therefore, is more interesting than just the core game, but the core game gives you a chance to pretty much practice and figure out what the rules are supposed to be. Because the rules initially, if you haven't played this yet, are a little confusing, and then you get it down. Once you realize you're playing a real estate game, it's not too bad. These are all worth 1 million, and I don't want to screw it up, so I'm just focusing on selling, or technically keeping the ones that I currently have. Sell. Keep. There we are. I'm not focusing on buying too much right now, although I need to. I've got just a few more ticks left. We just bought a bunch of 0-ups, and we've got 4 ticks, so we should be able to get quite a few points off this. Let's see if we can find some more 0-ups. I don't think I have the risk of having any downs at this point. Yeah, we got lots of 0-ups. You know, you've heard of 1-up, right? You've heard of 1-up. 1-ups are great. You know what's better? 0-ups. 0-ups are the way of the future. You gotta trust me on that. Believe me. Alright, now we need to sell everything we have, because we only have 1 tick left. Everything I don't sell is worth nothing. There we go. We sold everything, and 796 million points. That's actually a really pretty terrific score. Again, it's harder if you play it on faster, but that might be my highest score I've ever gotten, because we actually did really well that time. Yeah, so now we're going to try it again, but now we're going to play it on fast and see how horribly my score is after I do that, because it's going to be horrible. If I hit high score, we haven't played on 2 before, or 859 rather, and we got 796 million. Let's do, do we want to just play the same seed, but instead of advanced, play it on fast? Do we want to play linear, where it gets faster as you go? Let's play it on linear. I haven't played linear. I've played the other speeds before. Let's play on linear. Let's play advanced. It's the same seed, so you guys can choose to do linear as well and see if you beat my score. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. I see a couple of 0-ups. I see 3 0-ups I'm very interested in. Alright, I think it would be interesting too, I mentioned this last episode, if there was some kind of timer. I'm looking for 0-ups. I don't see any. I should have bought some, maybe 200,000 ups. Those aren't too bad. If you buy a 200,000 up, that's still pretty close to being a 0-up. And that's not so bad. It costs you a little bit. It's not free like a 0-up is. So you know, it's not going to be worth as much, but it's something as opposed to nothing. So there you go. But there's a little timer over here. There's some interesting variation you could do on the timer. You could have a random timer. Of course, that's a little unfair. In the sense that if you're trying to beat your high score and you have a random timer, but I don't know, if it has a separate high score section, then it wouldn't be such a bad idea. But you could have a random timer, you could have a reverse linear where it starts fast and ends slow, which would be weird, but you could do that, reverse linear. You could do a parabolic one, which would be hilarious. You know, you start with like a minute, and then I'm thinking, start with like a minute and then end up with like 2 seconds left. No, parabolic would be awful. If you're not good with math, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but it would be awful. Take my word for it. Go to Wolfram Alpha and write the word parabolic and see what definition it gives you. I have no idea what it'll tell you, actually. I haven't used Wolfram Alpha in a long time. Not since I used to be in math in college. Back when I used to be going for engineering. When I was a serious mathical whiz. Oh, that's a lot of blue. That's going down. You get rid of it. That's still going up. Whew. Oh, I missed this one. I did miss one. Oh, I didn't sell in time. No, I don't want to keep it, dang it. I don't want to keep it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nuts. That's another reason why I'd like to have the timer, because I don't know how much time I have to double click everything. I need to keep this. Whew. We're still getting quite a lot of points, actually. I'm still doing pretty well, considering we're playing on linear, not on fast. I forgot that we're not playing on fast, we're playing on linear, which is why I've gotten off to such a good start, but it's speeding up now, and I can tell just a little. Oh, I don't want to buy that one. Up. At least you cannot accidentally lock a -1. Holy crap, YouTube, get out of here. This is not the time. I'm recording stuff. I've completely lost my train now. A bunch of YouTube notifications popped up, and I didn't need that. A bunch of my subscriptions have videos coming out that I'm interested in watching, but that's okay. There's a 200,000 up. We'll buy it because we still have 12 more ticks. Oh, we need to keep that. Oh, that's going to... Oh, I've missed my chance at something. We need to keep that, keep that, keep that, keep that. Ho, ho, ho. Everything's coming together all at once. Oh, no. I didn't even realize we were that close to having millions. Millions, I say. Millions! And maybe a more clear indicator. I know that the buy and sell pattern turns blue or white. Oh, God, keep that. Oh, what? There we go. Oh, did it? Oh, it ticked over, and I didn't even notice. I was talking, so I didn't hear it tick. Because there's a sound effect that lets you know when it does that. Everything's happening so fast now, I can't keep up. Okay. Oh. Alright, we can buy some ups. But if there was a clearer indicator of what, if you owned something or not. I know that it's blue if I own it. But something that a little bit catches the eye better. Maybe as far as graphics go, if it could sparkle or something. I like sparkles. If it would sparkle, that would be amazing. Amazing. All right, we're gonna sell everything because we have one more tick. There we go. 787 million. We actually did pretty well. We got like what, 790 million or whatever at just normal speed. So we did really well because it was 859 and I had seen the board before and I was getting a little practice on it. So we did really well actually on linear speed. So if you're interested, you can play this yourself and let me know if you beat my score in the comments down below. It's a pretty quick game. It's something you can use to just waste some time if, you know, you're between things or whatever. It's not too complicated. There's no like massive story arc or anything like that. Just beat your high score and tons of seeds to practice on. So loads of playability there. All right, but whatever you guys do, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode of MagicManMo. Bye!